After washing and drying, visually begin inspecting all round the vehicle. Check for damages on the handlebar and on all switches. Remove the top plug bolt covers of the front fork. Check the handle crown for any general damage or any paint damage. Ensure that the blind plugs on the crown handle are properly seated. Check for proper plating of handle crown nut and washer and ensure no rust formation on it. Check for front master cylinder. There should be no leakage or any sort of damage. Ensure clutch lever rubber cover is installed properly and no damage is there. Check the speedometer assembly for any damage or crack. Check and ensure that the odometer reset knob is seated properly. Check the bar end caps for any paint damage and proper fitment. Check the headlight for any paint damage, general damage, scratches, and misalignment with respect to the front wheel. Ensure the gap around the headlight and the cowling is uniform. Ensure that the headlight fairing mountings are fixed properly on the headlight. Ensure that no black spots are available inside the headlight. Ensure all the headlight cowling fasteners are properly installed. Ensure that the auxiliary light cover is properly seated. Check the mid cowling for any paint damage, scratches, and misalignment with respect to the headlight cowling. Check and ensure all mounting screws of mid cowling are properly installed. Ensure the graphics have no air bubbles or scratches. Also, they should be properly fixed. Ensure for proper alignment of mid cowling with respect to the headlight cowling. Now repeat the same checks for the right hand side of the mid cowling. Check the fuel tank for any paint damage, general damage, paint overflow, paint bubbles and scratches. Also for paint dust or forming of rough surface. Ensure for uniformity of color on the fuel tank. Ensure that the tuning fork on both sides of the fuel tank is properly pasted. Check and ensure the mounting bolts of fuel tank is not loose and properly fitted. Check the side cover 1 and side cover 2 for any paint damage, general damage and scratches. Check and ensure for any misalignment of the side cover 1 with respect to the fuel tank. Check the single seat for any cut marks, damage on seat and alignment with respect to the fuel tank. The fitment should be below the protective sticker. Check the tandem seat for any damage, cut mark or misalignment with respect to the tail cover. Ensure proper fitment of the single seat and the tandem seat. Check for alignment of the tuning fork with respect to the tandem seat end notch and end point of the tail cover. Ensure there is uniform gap between tail cover left, right and center. Check for any damages, scratches, paint overflow or paint peel off. Check and ensure the front fender alignment with respect to the front tire center. Check and ensure the gap between the front tire and front fender is uniform. Check and ensure that mountings of the front fender are properly fitted. Check for any paint damages, general damages, scratches and for rough surface on the cast wheel. Check and ensure the rim tape for any damages. Check and ensure that the paint mark, that is the yellow dot, should be aligning with the tube nozzle. Ensure that the arrow on the tire should be towards forward direction. Check and ensure for correct fitment and alignment of tire with the cast wheel. Visually check and ensure that there is no leakage through hose pipe and the banjo joint. Check and ensure caliper is not loose and is properly fitted. Check and ensure there is no damage or rust formation or presence of dust particles on the disc. Never touch the brake disc with greasy hands or gloves. If grease is accidentally applied, wash with shampoo. Check the availability of all mountings on the disc. Ensure that the split pin on the gear shift lever is fitted in proper direction, that is, from upwards to downward direction. Check the brake pedal for any paint damage, general damage or scratches. Check the tail light and rear indicators for any damage or scratches. Check the tail light bracket for proper fitment. Check the rear indicator lights for proper fitment. Ensure all tail end parts are matching with respect to the rear tire center. Check the muffler protector for any damage, scratches, especially on the R15 emblem. Also check and ensure for its proper mountings. Check and ensure that there is no leakage through hose pipes or the rear caliper and disc. Check and ensure caliper is not loose and is properly fitted. Check and ensure there is no damage or rust formation or presence of dust particles on the disc. Never touch the brake disc with greasy hands or gloves. If grease is accidentally applied, wash with shampoo. Check the availability of all mountings on the disc. Check for any paint damages, scratches and for rough surface on the cast wheel. Check and ensure the rim tape for any damages. Check and ensure that the paint mark, that is the green dot, should be aligning with the tube nozzle. Ensure that the arrow on the tire should be towards forward direction. Finally, check for correct fitment of the tire and check for the rear tire alignment with the cast wheel. Check for any casting defects, any paint defect or general damage on the swing arm. Check the chain case upper for any general damages and scratches. Also check and ensure for proper fitment of chain case upper. Ensure for uniform gap between chain and chain case upper. Ensure that the tire information sticker is properly pasted and there are no scratches on the information sticker. Check and ensure there are no damages on the chain case lower. Also check and ensure for proper fitment of the chain case lower. Ensure for uniform gap between chain and chain case lower. Check and ensure there is no general damage, any paint damage or extra welding spatters on the sari guard. Also check the sari guard for its proper fitment. Check the rear fender for any damages and scratches. Check and ensure mountings of the rear fender are properly fitted. Check for any oil leakage or any paint damage, general damage on the rear shock absorber coil spring. Check for any sort of damages, rust, crack, extra welding spatters, and proper welding on the dry footrest bracket. Also check for any damages of rubber. Also check for its proper seating. Check and ensure there is no paint damage on the drive sprocket cover and the magneto cover. Check for any paint damages or general damage on the frame. Check and ensure there is no extra welding spatters on the frame and ensure there is uniform welding at the joint. Ensure there is no paint damage on the clutch cover assembly. Check the undercover for any general damages or paint damage, especially from the bottom side. Ensure for its proper mounting and its seating with respect to the mid-cowl. Similarly, check on the other side too.